Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Nate Anime and welcome back to my channel. Today we're on GTA Online checking out some more of the drifting update. Yes, I know it's been a while since that update came out, but I have not touched it and I really want to experience this update. So the last video we did was the Itasha drifting that vehicle around, which was actually pretty cool. Now from last time though, I did learn that you actually don't need a second vehicle to actually, get the drifting tune or whatever. I can actually just take this vehicle, which the vehicle we'll be driving today is the Itasha ZR350. That we can actually just take this vehicle in, give it the drifting tune, and then once we're done, with the drifting tune, we can actually just take that tune off. Alright, so here we are at the house special works area to apply the drift tune. Now, so I don't know if I talked about this in the last video, but with the exception of the G35, which has been added into GTA Online, which is really cool, I'm only going to be doing the Itasha vehicles from this drift update, because, well, technically, you add the drift tuning to this vehicle, it technically turns into a different vehicle. In other words, it's kind of similar to the Benny's Motorworks situation where Rockstar makes you think that you're, just taking the vehicle that you have and just transforming it into something different, where in reality, all Rockstar did was just add another version of the same exact vehicle. And like right now, when I do the drift tuning and add this drift tuning to the ZR350, it's just going to give me the drift version of this vehicle with all the same exact customizations on it. But yeah, for this one you need $200,000 to turn it into a drifting vehicle, so let's do that. And there we go. Now the difference between the last vehicle and this vehicle, the suspension is high, which is probably the only thing I do not like about the drift tuning in this game that Rockstar has done. They lifted up the suspension and you can't lower it. I feel like they did that because of like technical reasons, even though I've seen mods on PC that have allowed us to drift vehicles with lowered suspension, but then again, this is Rockstar games, so they want to do things doesn't break the game entirely, unlike modders, which kind of bend the physics to move the way they want the game to move, or the cars the way they want to move. So yeah, really there's nothing we can do to this vehicle. There's nothing new I'm going to do to this vehicle. This vehicle is customized perfectly. I guess really the only thing I could add, which is actually really cool, I can add some tire smoke to this vehicle. Is it pink? Yep, okay, good. Everything matches with this car perfectly. Alright, so yeah, let's take it down there to the little test track and see how this vehicle drifts, and then later on we can take it to a race. Alright, so we're in the little test track here with the ZR350. It drifts pretty good. It has much more power than the Itasha by far, and I think it is the best vehicle for drifting, which I did kind of speculate that it was the best vehicle for drifting, as we were driving the Itasha in the last video, and we were completely getting dominated by players driving this vehicle and drifting it around and stuff like that. They were just completely dominating every single drift race they entered with this particular vehicle. So I do feel like this is possibly the OP car to use for drifting in drift modes. So I guess we'll see. I mean, it drifts pretty good. Not bad. Let's take it around this pole here. Can I do a clean drift? I'm trying to do a clean drift here. That's one thing I still have to practice with the physics of this game. It's still kind of weird, the drifting physics. But I mean, I'll tell you one thing though, they drift better than trying to like lower the car with like a gun or something, and putting like drifting suspension on the tuner vehicles and stuff like that. This is definitely handling made for drifting. Let's see though. Can I get around this pole here? Ooh. Okay, not too bad though. A little bit hard holding it though, but not too bad. Alright, well, now that we kind of gotten a little taste of this vehicle, let's see how it does in a race. See if it actually is as OP as it seems. Alright, so first race with the Itasha ZR350. Let's see if this vehicle is as OP as I think it is. I already see other people using it and you can't even control that thing. Very interesting. Alright, let's see if we can get into this green zone here without tapping any of the walls, and while also doing some good drifts too. Not bad. The reason I do think this vehicle might be a bit on the OP side is because, you know, I think this vehicle, like I said before, it has the speed, it has the power to, you know, continue, you know, allowing you to drift, you know, or continue to drift without, you know, spitting out too much. As long as you know what you're doing, of course. If you don't know what you're doing, then, you know, it's going to be, you know, quite hard to achieve this. But, like, as long as you know what you're doing, you know, you should be able to get some good drifts in, and also keep up the drift. Boy, the drift Tampa is really getting out. Okay, he's really getting it. I'm struggling here, though. Yeah, I'm honestly struggling right now. Okay, I tapped the wall, but it didn't take away my points. That's good. What place am I in? I'm in 4th place right now. Holy crap. I still got the drift going. Keep it going. Yes. I can't get close to that pole. Don't touch the wall. Doggone it, I touched the wall. No worries though, we're still keeping the drift. The drift is still going. A little green zone. The green zone just kind of helps your multiplier. It doesn't even really give you extra points. It just helps out the multiplier and makes it increase faster. Because originally I actually thought, you know, you went into that little area and it would actually give you like a whole bunch of points, but it's just increasing the multiplier so you'll be able to possibly get more points. But that wasn't too bad. What place did I come in? I came in 1st place. Okay, I highly doubt that's gonna last, because one thing I have noticed, some people are so good at this game, or so good at these drift races, that they can actually continue to drift constantly over and over again without hitting the wall. You know, they kind of hide their points until they finally stop drifting, because you would think, you know, oh wow, you know, this person's really doing bad, they got 0 points, but that's because they're actually, you know, continuously, you know, continuing to drift, you know, with like no problem whatsoever. But yeah, we got 1st place. Okay, so yeah, I actually did pretty good on that race. I'll admit, this car is actually really good when it comes to drifting. Alrighty, here we go, and we are off. Turn on my lights here. Well, this is just really cool, though. Again, you know, being in a lobby in GTA Online, that's not even on PC, mind you. Oh, okay, that boy is going through that alleyway. That's kind of weird and kind of crazy at the same time. But it is actually kind of cool to be on GTA Online and actually drifting, not only on GTA Online, but drifting on console. Which, you know, on PC, you know, I wouldn't think anything different of this, you know, just be like, oh wow, yeah, you're drifting on PC, it's probably a mod. But here, on the console, it's kind of awesome. Oh man, I lost all those points. That's crazy. To focus a little bit more so I can catch up in points here, because I did kind of fuck up on that last on one of the last turns. Accidentally hit the wall there, so I really gotta focus here, try to get through this. While I do like the smoke that comes off the cars, It does tend to be a bit blinding. Maybe if I turn off my lights. Yeah. Maybe it's still a bit on the blinding side. Personally. Yeah. Not too bad. But it is just a little bit on the blinding side. Because, like, half of the time I keep hitting the walls. And it's not because, you know, I'm having a hard time drifting. It's because I'm having a hard time seeing, you know, where these walls are. I forgot. Does the handbrake work on here? Let me see. Where's the handbrake? Okay, yeah, it does. But you don't really need it, though. I don't think you need the handbrake to drift, truly. I'm hitting it now. It helps. It helps, but... Ooh, damn. But I don't think it's truly needed, though. Now, one thing I would like to point out, which is a definite fact, in the last video, I think I pointed out the fact that the drifting felt weird, which, I mean, it still kind of does. It feels like, you know, like it's all-wheel drive drifting, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like the front wheels are moving. Well, come to find out, somebody actually tested this, theory, and, it actually is true. Like, the front wheels actually do drift, or actually do move when you're drifting, so none of the drifting vehicles that were added in this update are, rear-wheel drive vehicles. They're all technically all-wheel drive vehicles because the front wheels are helping the car, you know, continue to drift. Because if the cars did that on their own with rear-wheel drive, the car would actually not perform as well. I think it's kind of to help counteract the whole problem with the drifting physics in the first place in the game, where you would, you know, shoot the tires, or, you know, put the tuner suspension on and then start drifting, and you get into a corner and the car would just like upshift and, you know, for some strange reason, and not keep, you know, the car, you know, like push it down a gear or anything for some strange reason every time you hit a corner. So I think Rockstar did that on purpose to kind of, you know, fix that issue. So yeah, this is the drift version of the Honest ZR350 with an Itasha livery on it. Really cool car. I think this car is really cool, and it is pretty OP, so I would definitely pick this one up. But anyways, that's all the time I have for today in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. But yeah, that's all I have to talk about in this video about this car when it comes to this drifting update. I hope to see you guys in my next one.